Imagine that, on the day you were born, someone placed a highly advanced virtual reality headset over your eyes, and you've never taken it off. Every sight and sound you've ever experienced was generated by that machine. Think of your brain as a hermit, locked inside the thick bone walls of your skull, in perfect darkness and silence. It never touches the outside world directly. The only things that ever reach it are tiny electrical zaps traveling up your nerves. So, how does this blind, deaf blob of tissue know exactly what is happening around you right now? To keep you alive, it has to act like a video game engine. It takes those raw electrical signals and uses them to build a highly detailed 3D simulation of reality from scratch. Your mind works by throwing out a constant stream of best guesses. Instead of waiting for a video feed from your eyes, your brain builds the room around you first, projecting its own image of the world outward. Your eyes, ears, and skin are essentially just proofreaders. Their job is to collect incoming data and send it back to the brain to verify that its guess was correct. You see this in action when you walk through your house in the middle of the night. Your brain guesses the floor is clear, but then you stub your toe on a heavy box someone left in the hallway. Your nerves immediately flash an error signal back up to the vault. Your brain realizes its guess was wrong, rewrites the simulation in a split second, and causes that new obstacle to materialize in your mind. This means that everything you experience is your brain's constantly updated version of what it thinks is out there. Sometimes the brain's software uses the wrong set of rules to build the environment, and that results in a glitch we can all see. Look at the moon when it's sitting low on the horizon, behind trees and city buildings. It looks enormous, nearly double the size it appears when it's high in the open sky. The brain sees those distant buildings and uses them as a yardstick. Because they signal that the moon is very far away, your internal software stretches the moon's size to make it match that distance, making it appear much larger than it really is. Even when you learn the truth, that the moon hasn't changed at all, the image refuses to shrink. This guessing process is automatic, and it doesn't care about your logic. These glitches reveal the gears turning behind the scenes. They show us that our vision depends entirely on context clues, and when those clues are tricky, our mind's model of reality shifts with them. This guessing game doesn't stop at the edge of your skin. Your brain has to guess what's happening deep inside your body, too. Your brain keeps just as close an eye on your internal organs as it does on the world outside, constantly monitoring your heart, your lungs, and your stomach. Think about your heart suddenly beating rapidly, sending urgent electrical signals up into the dark vault. The brain has to figure out what that pounding means. Is it racing because you're running from danger, or because you're about to talk to someone you like? It takes that raw data and chooses which feeling to render. Your deepest feelings, like fear or excitement, are essentially the simulation applying a storyline to your internal biology. If the world outside is a projection, and your feelings inside are a projection, then everything you've ever known occurs within the boundaries of your own mind. Neuroscientist Anil Seth argues that we are always, technically, hallucinating. We can see what happens when the brain stops checking its guesses against the real world. Without the senses to act as a referee, the mind begins to make wild, unconstrained predictions, and the world turns into a dreamlike blur. The mind tries to force familiar patterns, like the faces of animals, onto every object it sees. These strange overlays are what happens when our internal predictions are allowed to run free. But when our internal guesses are tightly reined in by our senses, we all see the same thing. Reality is simply a hallucination that is so well controlled, we all agree on it. Take a moment to look around your environment and appreciate the sheer power of what your mind is doing. Every color you see and every sound you hear is being rendered for you in real time. It is a massive, ongoing effort just to keep you connected to the world. Every beautiful sunset or feeling of joy is a custom masterpiece, painted exclusively for you by a blind blob of tissue in the dark.
Do you have any ideas for my next video? Just write them down in the comments below, and I will explain it in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.